So real quick disclaimer before the video starts, the gameplay does not have commentary for my mic was messing up. If that is not your cup of tea, I'm sorry, but if you're fine with that, then please enjoy. Alright, so I have to do this all over again because, you know, I'm just a dutz and my mic wasn't picking up anything, but that's okay, because this character's not too hard to talk about. So we're talking about the running character himself, the fraud, the mouthful of pebbles, Naoya. His kit's surprisingly not too hard, and I see a lot of people complain about his kit, I think since the lock-on got removed. And the only real thing you need to know, like the only learning curve on him, is aiming your moves. Okay, so Mr. Rubble in his mouth is a heavy rushdown character, which means a lot of his moves and kit are of course going to close distance, and that's where he excels at. Fitting for Naoya. So projection breaker, which is his one, is like a step back and then a step forward. But if you turn it backwards, then it's a step forward and then a step back. This move is blockable, as can be seen there. We'll get into that pain thing later. I guess it's supposed to be more used like a punish, like if they come in, then you can go back and then boom, punish them. But I end up just turning around and using it to catch them off guard. Bleed out is the only move he has that doesn't take what am I looking for? Advantage, I guess? That doesn't take advantage. And it's an unblockable stab move. Although it has a really long windup, and they could probably just dash out the way or punch you during it. So I wouldn't use this or throw this out too often. This move is mainly like a little like sprinkle in your combo. Like you put this in there for that extra bit of damage. It's just a little quick little something. But if you hit it twice, it'll proc bleed. As you can see, he's bleeding, and yes, this is something that he does. Decisive strikes is that annoying move you see all the time where they're like whip 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 boom. You can charge it 3 times to up the distance, or just use it once, and it is a combo extender. As you can see right there, it just ends abruptly. It's a combo extender. Then you can choose how long you're running at the opponent for. Is looking really good. This move is blockable, but it's really not blockable because I've never had someone like block it for me. I end up just whipping around their guard and hitting them anyway. So although it is blockable, it's like semi-blockable. Probably where I put it. Cursory impact, however, is or cursory impact, however you want to pronounce that, is unblockable. It is a flash step move. So you go boom, then you kick the crap out of them and they go flying. With all that, that's pretty much his base kit besides his R, which is cursor aimed. You put your cursor on a person and you click R and you teleport to them, which is just another rushdown option. Now let's get into Naoya's tricks and gimmicks. So his first gimmick I should talk about is the one you'll notice, and the one that tripped me up the most when I picked up the character, is his base combat is reworked. Naoya does not have a down slam or an uppercut, only being able to knock the opponent away. But in trade, he gets 2 dashes. All his directional dashes have 2 charges, and you can also mix them with each other, which is low-key big and really good. I can really see the appeal of this character, which also complements his rushdown, the second gimmick that he has. And this was a recent nerf, I think. I'm pretty sure, because I've never seen it till I started playing him. He now can freeze himself if he misses too much of his projection moves. 1 and 3 give you the most. 4 doesn't give you too much. 4 fills it to about half. 1 and 3 fills you to like 75. If your move is blocked, it'll still count towards this bar too. So yeah, big punish on Naoya now. Crazy. Not a nerf actually was a nerf I was expecting. Y'all hate this character. I do too, but it's only because they run so much. Then his third gimmick is, again with the pains, the one everyone knows, is he can trap you inside of a pain. You can either hit 3 M1 strings completely, and then boom shakalaka, look at him, he's so cool, he's in a pain. Or if you manage to hit your 1 key raw without like having any combo or anything on them, then that will actually fill it up 75% of the way there, which means you only need 1 M1 string to put him into a pain. The pain also buffs Naoya, all his damage by 1.5, I'm pretty sure the number was. Either way, your damage does get buffed, and some skills get variant. But the only skill I know of to get buffed inside of the pain is cursory impacts, where you can now throw them instead of doing a kick, as you can see right there. And then everything else just does more damage inside the pain, especially projection breaker. It can finish like crazy high HP. Look at all that damage. Holy crap. I think it does 25% when you use it inside the pain. So yeah, if you do get them in the pain, you want to try and use a move instead of M1ing. Okay, now for the real nitty gritty fighting term cool stuff. Let's talk about his neutral. Oh yeah, because Naoya's neutral is surprisingly really easy. So first off, getting this out the way, since this technically counts his R ability, this does technically count as neutral. It does close a lot of distance, but it kind of puts y'all in an equal state, unless, I mean, you were to like and then use it unblockable, like maybe bleed out if they let you pull that off. But I say his real neutral comes in decisive strikes and cursory impact, possibly projection breaker, but I'm not going to count that for right now. That's because cursory impact is a flash step unblockable move. Like, this move is crazy. Look at that. You can't really combo off of it. I mean, you can with decisive strikes if you whip around them enough, but it still gives you value by damaging the opponent, so I'd still consider it neutral. Decisive strikes I consider very good neutral for him because, like I said, it's like semi-blockable. It's off and on. It's like bipolar of when it wants to be blockable and when it doesn't. Because if you're just like going crazy around them, sometimes it'll just it almost looks like it just goes through block. It just tracks through block. And I say projection breaker can be considered a neutral because if they come at you, you can back up and then hit them. And if you do hit them, then you get all that bar on them, although they are sent really far away. But look at how much bar they'd get if you do punish them with that. With all that said, that's pretty much it for Naoya. Like I was saying, he's a bit of a shorter one I have to talk about because he's not a complicated character at all. His real like skill comes from if you can hit his moves or not. So if you are good at aiming and your accuracy is really well, then you'll probably be pretty good with this character, since, as said previously, that's the only real skill requirement that I see here, is that you need to be able to aim all of these. But with that being said, if you do pick up this character, I have one question to you, and that question is, have you no heart?
By the words you say, blowing on my phone, little bitch, don't play. Streets at night, tryna call your name, so I'm not calling back the next day. I won't fight with you. Told you I know everything, none of this is new.